welcome to another edition of Outdoor University. I'm your professor today, Charles Mills. Today, gentlemen, we're going to talk about contour maps. A lot of fishermen don't even know how to read these maps, and they are one of the most underrated resource as anglers we have. Not only contour maps, topo maps too. We'll get into that in another segment. Anyways, please forgive me today if I'm a little hoarse. We've been doing a lot of fishing in the weather, a lot of rain, a lot of cold weather. We've been having some very strange weather lately, so we're trying to get some segments in about weather and being able to be productive in weather. But today's lesson is about contour maps. So, with that being said, Bigfoot. Pretty cool, huh? Anyways, with that being said, let's talk about contour maps. A lot of guys just go out there with their depth finder, drive around, find fish, fish them. I like to go out there with a general game plan. And I've said this before, you've seen me say it in videos, a general game plan, not a hardcore game plan, a general game plan. For example, say you want to catch some crappies, okay? Well, behavior equals location. So, if you're a crappie fisherman, study up on crappies. We'll have a lot of segments on behavior coming up. But this is just a general lesson on contour maps. There is a very detailed lesson on contour maps and different species and how they react. Winter, summer, spring, fall with contour maps. And that can be found at Outdoor University online.com. All one word. Or check us out on Facebook. But anyways, let's get back to the lesson. What we're dealing with today is we're dealing with contour maps. Okay, contour maps are a good tool because it tells you the slope. Whether it's a gradual slope, whether it's a drop-off, whether we have a flat, whether we have a sunken island like we do here, okay? Whether we have a gradual slope, the further the lines are apart, the gradualer, that's not even a word, but the more gradual the slope. Sorry, gentlemen. I'm just not feeling very well today, but I got to get this lesson done because there's a lot of guys been asking me about this lesson. So, the closer the lines are together, the deeper it gets faster. Okay, so what we have here is a contour map of a lake here in northeast Ohio. I do believe this is West Branch. Yeah, it is West Branch. So what we do, for example, let me give you a little example on how I used this contour map to locate crappies. I take a general look at this contour map and I say, okay, I know in the wintertime, crappies go to deep holes. It is a very common technique to catch them on the lip and in the channel. So here we have a defined channel. This lake has a very defined channel in it. I'm very familiar with this lake. Okay, and in this area, we have a vast basin where they will hunt during the wintertime. What will happen is they'll stage here in the winter, and they'll hunt all these shad and stuff like that in the winter. As spring comes, they will do the spring transition. They will transition into this area. We have very, very steep slopes on each end of this. They will transition to the mouth area, where they will stay. What will happen is the females will push up in first, up into this bay. Obviously, this is fed by a creek, so the water will be warmer. What I like to do is I like to check these things out early in the year, right after thaw, before this all takes place and those crappies get up in there before you can spook anything really bad. I'll drop my underwater camera down there. I will drop my fish finder down there. I will see what my bottom structure is. Is it sand? Is it gravel? Is it muck? We know that muck really don't produce a lot of fish. We know that this is a area that we're going to target during spawn. So, this will be a springtime thing. Okay, so now we know, hypothetically speaking, we know this is sand, which I happen to do know that this one particular bay is sand. I fish it a lot. We know that in the spring, early spring, the crappies will stage on that area right there. Then they will move up into here and spawn. So that's a good general use of a contour map. Okay, here's another thing. Inside contour sweeps. Gentlemen, I rely on inside contour sweeps. It is my go-to. 365 days a year, 7 days a week, 24/7, there are fish on inside contour sweeps. Inside contour sweeps, here's the definition. You have a main lake basin. Here is the main lake basin. This is the main lake basin, okay? And what you will have is you will have a sweep where the main lake basin sweeps in. See how it's sweeping into this area? Well, you will have 2 points. You'll have one here, you'll have one there. That's what is called an inside contour sweep. An inside contour sweep is related to the main lake basin where it sweeps in and comes back out. The more vast the sweep is, the less fish it's going to hold. The smaller the sweep is, the more fish it will hold. Okay, I like to fish these things on the edges where the sunken peninsulas come out. Okay, what'll happen is in the nighttime, bass, walleye, crappie, catfish, northerns, muskie, whatever you fish for, will push up out of that main lake basin, especially in summer. Especially in summertime, gentlemen. Okay, they'll push up on those edges, and when they push up on those edges, that's a good way to get them. During the day, they'll shoot back down into the main lake basin, but still inside of that inside contour sweep. Okay, remember that. Contour maps are one of the most underrated things that we have. There is an extensive lesson on contour maps on the website, on the Outdoor University's website. I will do a lot more segments on contour maps as we go. I cannot explain to you how much of a resource this really is to us. I like to use my contour maps. I'll take them and I'll investigate an area. And I'll mark sand, gravel, muck, bottom areas with GPSs. For example, I like to do the mouths of bays. All the bays. I want to know what these bays are. Or these big flats, okay, that you'll have that'll come out. You know, this is a big, vast flat. Deep water, big, vast flat. That, summertime muskie and kitty cats, okay? Sunken islands, real good for walleyes. Drop your underwater camera down there, check it out, see what's going on. Okay, channels, channel lips. All of this area right in here, this is a dam area. Okay, dams. I have a whole segment on dams. We're not going to get into dams today. This is just a general video on contour maps and how to read them. We have more sunken stuff over here. Another little sunken island over here. 40 feet of water, main lake basin. We have a 15-foot flat that pushes up into this area up in here. These are areas that if you know the behavior of the species that you are chasing, you can come up with a general game plan off of a contour map. Now, the lesson that we have online it teaches you behavior, weather, the whole 9 yards. We're going to have a lot of YouTube videos on the YouTube channel about this too. But for right now, this is just a general idea on contour maps and inside sweeps. Don't knock them, gentlemen. Inside sweeps are one of the most underrated spots in the lake. A lot of guys are afraid of these main lake basins. A lot of them. Like if you can find just little lips, little ledges, inside turns on these canals, okay, that come in, you'll see that there'll be canals that'll come into here like little rivers, okay? And there's always a little channel that runs through here. There always is. Whether it be 6 inches difference or a 2 foot difference, they'll always run out, into it, okay? Channel lips, channel sweeps, another good spot. All of this stuff, gentlemen, is information that, when used with your technology, will get you to where you need to be as a better angler, as a better map reader. Also, contour maps and topo maps will also give you good information on bottom structure. Like, we know that these are very steep slopes right here. These lines are very close together. Obviously, that means that the ground gives way very easily. Cliffs, bluffs, stuff like that. Always cliffs and bluffs. I love to fish the outside where that main lake basin comes with spoons and stuff like that. Anyways, contour maps. Give them a check out. Try them out, gentlemen. I'm Charles Mills with Outdoor University. Have a nice day.